This is the Lectric XP Lite 2.0. In this comprehensive review, I'll go through all the components, tell you everything you need to know. Then we'll get into some first-person riding footage, see how this affordable folding electric bike performs, and finally some third-person riding footage where I'll give you the pros and cons. But first, let's take a closer look. This is the Lavender Haze colorway. Do I have any Taylor Swift fans in the audience? Let me know down in the comment section. If you don't know who Taylor Swift is though, that's okay. And if you don't like this color, that's okay as well, because it comes in Sandstorm, Arctic White, and Electric Blue. And what makes this e-bike special is it is the most affordable e-bike on the channel that we recommend. How affordable? $799 for the 7.8 amp hour battery with the chain drive, or you can upgrade to $999 for the extended range 14 amp hour battery. This video will focus on the chain drive. You can check out our video on the belt drive version. This is going to come in at $899 for the 7.8 amp hour battery, or $1099 for the 14 amp hour battery long range version. But of course, the super appealing thing about the original XP Lite was just how affordable it is. Lectric tends to throw in some free accessories, so check out the links down in the description to see what they might be offering now. And you can also support the channel for free by using that link before you make your purchase. Thank you so much for your support. It makes videos like this possible, and it costs you nothing. Let's talk sizing. Lectric advertises this to fit riders all the way down to 4'8" up to 6'2". We'll put that to the test in a second, but the standover height is just 22 inches. I'll raise the seat to its highest position, and the handlebars are adjustable too. We'll raise those up. This is how a 6-foot-tall rider looks on the XP Lite 2.0. Can't quite get a full leg extension, but trust me, it's still a fun electric bike to ride around. And one of the main selling points, as the name implies, it weighs just 49 pounds, making this bike super portable. It also folds. We'll save that for the end of the walk around though. If you're already an XP Lite owner, you might be wondering what's new. Well, actually quite a bit. We have hydraulic disc brakes on a $799 e-bike. That's hard to believe. We also have BMX style handlebars, Lectric's new color LCD display, their PWR pedal assist system. We'll talk about that in the first person riding footage. Of course, there's the option for the long range version. They actually had to extend the frame slightly to accommodate that 14 amp hour battery. The motor is also quieter, and yes, new colorways including Lavender Haze. This is a Class 2 electric bike with a top speed of 20 miles per hour, whether you're using the throttle or pedaling. Let's dive into all the components and get a close-up look. Here's those hydraulic disc brakes with 180 millimeter rotors, so much easier to pull and increased stopping power. We have Chow Yang tires. These are 20-inch by 2.5 inches wide. They are street tread. There's a bolt-on axle, and yes, it is a rigid front suspension that keeps down on the weight as well as the cost of this electric bike. A front light runs off the main battery, and Lectric's 4-bolt pattern. There are a ton of cool accessories that Lectric offers, but one of them is their cargo package. It allows you to add a front rack and basket, and you can also add a rear rack and basket if you want on this electric bike. Really nice cable wrap job. This is where the handlebars fold. Again, we'll get to that later in the video. The adjustability of the stem, in case you're a taller rider, and the BMX style handlebars allow you to move them further away or closer to you, depending on your preference. Jumping into the cockpit, we have ergonomic rubber grips. They are non-locking, and a half grip on the right to accommodate the twist grip throttle. That's my preference. These are the hydraulic brake levers, complete with motor cutoffs. As soon as you hit the brakes, it cuts power to the motor. And yes, there is a rear light as well. On the left-hand side is Lectric's standard control pad, power button on the right. This is their new color LCD display. You have battery capacity in the top, wattage, that's how many watts are going to the motor. Speed front and center, pedal assist, 0 all the way up to 5. Odometer in the bottom. Hitting the power button will change what's displayed. Trip, voltage, and current, as well as time. The lights can be turned on by holding pedal assist up, indicator right here. And yes, it does have a walk mode. Simply hold pedal assist down. And in case you want to charge up your device while you're on the go, there's a USB port located underneath the display. 2 bottle cages on the top of the frame. You might want to consider the best water bottle cage on the market, available at shop.ebikeescape.com. It can hold large water bottles, Nalgene bottles, a wall of water bottles, pretty much anything you want, up to a wine bottle. There's also 2 mounting points for their folding lock behind the seat tube. They include the Lectric sporty style seat. If you're looking for more comfort, check out our suspension seat posts we offer. All the cables run beneath the frame. This is where the bike rests when it is folded. Speaking of folding, we have folding pedals, push in and turn. Simple kickstand located towards the rear. Be mindful it can dig into the ground. There's mounting points for an optional rear rack. The battery is located inside the frame. It can be charged here. We'll remove it in a little bit. There's a look at the rear hydraulic disc brake. The motor is 300 watts nominal, 819 watts of peak power. Stay tuned for the first person riding footage and I'll show you what this motor is capable of. And that motor is engaged with a cadence sensor. This bike is also a single speed for simplicity. On the chain drive version, 16 teeth in the rear and 52 teeth in the front. Here's the main folding mechanism. And yes, you still need the keys in it for it to run. Nice handle here for picking up the bike very easily. And the company also offers optional fenders. Now the bike is affordable, but what makes it even better is it's super portable thanks to the lower weight. And more than likely, you can put this in the back of your vehicle. Let's fold it. I'm going to lower the handlebars first. We'll flip up the pedals. I usually put the left pedal pointed downwards. Then we'll fold the handlebars. And finally, the main folding mechanism in the center, slide it and pull out. Put the kickstand up, bring the frame around, super easy. It sits very nicely on its stand, and I could very easily put this in the back of a vehicle. You might even consider a tote to put it in. That just makes it that much easier to carry around. And folding it also exposes the battery. There's a pin on the left side. If I turn the key left, just one click, that will lock the bike. You can't turn it on and the battery can't be removed, but you can remove the key or push in and turn all the way to the left. That will retract the pin, remove the keys. And there's a little handle on the battery, but it'll slide out. There's the little carrying handle. And again, this is the 7.8 amp hour battery, but you can upgrade to the 14 amp hour battery for $200 more. It is UL certified. And there's a charger port here. That's for the 2 amp charger that comes included. And another shameless plug for one of our accessories. I just use these bags so much when I'm transporting electric bikes because this bag is both waterproof and flame resistant. And it also helps protect the battery if you throw it in the back of your vehicle. And this is the small size. It's also a roll top bag. And just like that, you have your battery stored safely as well. But we're just getting started because we need to see how this bike performs. Let's get into some first-person riding footage. Let's see what this bike can do. A few things to talk about. First, I left this bike in the stock settings. If you're curious about the advanced settings, I talked about the P22 settings in our review of the belt drive version, but I'll still put on the screen the P22 settings so you know what customization is available. The way I'm testing this bike out right now is how it will come shipped to you. And so one of the important things is that the throttle is tied to the pedal assist. So if you want the highest power from the motor, you'll want to go in pedal assist level 5. Keep in mind this bike ships as a class 2 electric bike with a top speed of 20 miles per hour, whether you're using the throttle or pedal assist. All right, first test, throttle only, pedal assist level 5. Here we go. 9, 11, 13, 15, there's 16, 18, 19, and I think I saw 822 watts, the highest number listed on the display, and holding us at 20 miles per hour. So in pedal assist level 1 with throttle only, you'll get up to 9 miles an hour. Pedal assist level 2, you'll get up to 15, and 3 through 5, you'll get up to 20. It will just take you a little bit longer in pedal assist level 3 compared to pedal assist level 5. All All right, next, pedal assist. We'll start in pedal assist level 1. And yes, it's a single speed electric bike, so no gears to change. Here we go. Now I'm just getting a little bit of power here, but we are going to top out at 9 miles per hour. That's because this is Lectric's PWR pedal assist system. So it is current limited in the pedal assist level 1, but it's also speed limited to 9. So I can maybe put in a lot of effort and get a little past that, 11 miles an hour, but I'm not getting any power from the motor after 9. And given this is a single speed, this is just a pretty slow cadence. And remember, with a cadence sensor, as long as the bike senses that I'm pedaling, it's going to give me power from the motor, varying depending on the pedal assist level. All right, let's go into pedal assist level 2. Instantly felt the motor kick on because I wasn't getting any motor power after 9. And we're going to hit 15 miles an hour as expected. This is a good cruising cadence in my opinion. 15 miles an hour feels very comfortable, not spinning my legs too fast. Now, this is where the change happens because in pedal assist level 3 through 5, I can get up to 20 miles per hour. The only difference is though, I get a different current at each pedal assist level. So let's go up into 3. Getting more power from the motor there. And we're going to get to the 20 mile per hour mark using around 400 watts. And this is just the reality of a single speed electric bike because they have to pick a gear ratio. So you don't want it too difficult in pedal assist level 1 to get started. And then of course, as you approach 20 miles per hour, the cadence is perhaps a little faster than I'd personally prefer, but still doable. That's just the reality of a single speed electric bike. Of course, cuts down on the complexity, so it's super easy to maintain, and also cuts down on cost, of course. That's why you're getting a great deal on this bike. Now, we already know I can get to 20 in pedal assist level 3, but let's go ahead and go into pedal assist level 4. So now I'm just getting more current, more power from the motor. So it's going to get me quicker to the 20 mile per hour mark than it would in pedal assist level 3. And for a 300 watt motor, it's plenty capable. Very easy for this motor really to keep me at 20 miles per hour. Using around between 2 and 400 watts, it jumps around. All right, let's just jump into pedal assist level 5 and see how fast we can get to 20 miles per hour. All right, pedal assist level 5 from a stop, here we go. And immediately over 700 watts, 11 miles an hour, 14, 15, 17, 18, and there's 20 miles per hour. Now, I really love these handlebars. The handling is just great. I lifted the handlebars up for a more upright riding position. Also, I'm a little bit of a taller rider, but the BMX style handlebars are great for handling, but also for accessories like our cell phone mount. Seat's a little bit firm. And of course, as I already talked about, I can't quite get full leg extension on this bike, given it's a little bit smaller. That's gonna be personal preference. All right, let's do a brake test at this small tree here from 20. All right, stopping power, not a problem with these hydraulic disc brakes. Definitely one of the changes that I love. Now, we know this bike can handle 20 miles per hour on flat ground, but how does it do up our hill climb test? Let's get to it. Welcome to the hill climb test. This is the hill that I test out all the electric bikes that I review on the channel. The GoPro makes it look so much smaller than it is, so we'll throw up a picture as well as the specs of the hill. First test, throttle only, pedal assist level 5, so we're getting the most power out of the motor, and we'll see what the minimum speed is. As I'm going up the hill in throttle alone, if you're considering this electric bike, I want to hear your ranked list down in the comment section, 1 through 4, from most important to least important on this electric bike. Is the most important factor the price? Is it the fact that it folds? Is it the size of the bike, meaning it fits riders at a lower range, at a lower height range? Or is it the fact that the bike is lightweight? 11 miles per hour is the minimum speed. And we'll see if it can hold us at that the entire way, using about 750 watts. And I did have a full charge before I started the first person riding footage. All right, there we go, back up to 12 miles per hour. So even though this is a 300 watt nominal motor, it can still handle hills surprisingly well, but it is an electric bike after all. So I'm going to go back down the hill and I'll share with you how it feels while pedaling. All right, hill climb test while pedaling. I will go into pedal assist level 1. Now keep in mind, in pedal assist level 1, 9 miles an hour is going to be the top speed. And what's interesting is I can just pedal very slowly, and it seems like the motor at 365 watts would get me up the hill. I mean, at a slow speed, but still it would. But if you wanted to go faster, let's go ahead and go into pedal assist level 2. Now we're getting up into 460 watts or so, 9 amps going to the motor, and 8 miles an hour. And I can kind of control how much power I really want to put in. If I wanted to put in more, I certainly could. Or if I just want to slowly spin my legs, engaging the cadence sensor, I can do that as well. Let's go ahead and go to pedal assist level 3. Jumped up to just over 500 watts. Again, same thing where I could still provide pedal effort very easily. We're at 10 amps now. Let's go ahead and go into pedal assist level 4, 600 watts. Cadence getting a little bit faster, and we know the bike can already make it up on throttle alone. Let's go ahead and go into pedal assist level 5. 15 amps is going to be the max amount of current, and getting to 13 miles an hour. So it's nice to know with this bike, if you want to conserve a little bit of battery, you can go into pedal assist level 1, or if you want to just go up the hill a little bit faster, pedal assist level 5, still providing some effort. Or if you don't want to pedal at all, the 300 watt motor is still capable. All right, with that, let's get into some third-person riding footage. I'll give you my concluding thoughts on the Lectric XP Lite 2.0.
I mentioned earlier that the XP Lite 2.0 is the most affordable e-bike we recommend here at eBike Escape, and with its improvements, our recommendation stands firm. If you're new to e-bikes, you'll find other options at this $799 price point or even lower, but in my opinion, the quality drops drastically. More importantly, customer support is often lacking or even non-existent with other brands. Lectric's DNA is all about creating the best value e-bike for the cost, and they back it up with their US-based customer support team. It's the brand that real customers rave about the most in the Facebook groups. So when you're buying an e-bike, the first step is to find a good brand, and you have that with Lectric, but then you have a full lineup with the XP Lite being the most affordable. Don't let that dissuade you though, because you're not making many trade-offs. In fact, there are several compelling reasons to choose the XP Lite 2.0 over some of their other models. Whichever one you pick though, check the links down in the description to support our channel. First, here are the pros. 300 watt motor. While it might sound modest, it outperformed the previous generation in our hill climb test and is suitable for most use cases. I also really like the right-hand twist grip throttle. Next, hydraulic disc brakes, a significant upgrade for more reliable and powerful stopping. Then we have the battery options. The standard battery size remains the same, but you can nearly double the capacity for $200 more. The BMX style handlebars, I'm loving these, it's just a better riding experience. The new color LCD display is a small but appreciated add-on, and the advanced settings allow for some customization. Next, weight and portability. At 49 pounds, it's lighter and more manageable than most e-bikes, making it ideal for newer riders and for easy transport. The folding functionality speaks for itself. The weight just allows you to throw it in the back of a vehicle that much easier, which is awesome. And then yes, while it does increase the price, I'm kind of shocked to see an $899 belt drive e-bike. They're even using a name brand belt with gates. If you've never ridden one, the no maintenance, no mess, just no worries are well worth the cost. But hey, single speeds generally are simple, so if you don't want to spring for the belt drive version, I get it. It's not like you have a derailleur back there and have to worry about gears, so just keep your chain greased and you'll be fine. Now for the cons. No class 3 speeds. If you want higher speeds, look at other electric models. The kickstand, it's on the cheaper side, but acceptable given the price. A sturdier kickstand though would allow this e-bike to stand firmly on soft ground. Another con, the keys and battery removal. If you're a current Lectric XP owner, you know this one well. The key must be in the bike for it to run, and you need to fold the bike at least slightly to remove the battery, and the key location just makes it a bit trickier. On the plus side, the battery is well protected given it's inside the frame. Next, geometry for taller riders like myself. Don't get me wrong, I still have a blast ripping around on this e-bike, but it's not optimized for taller riders to get full leg extension. If you've watched this far, my hope is I've helped you in some way, and one way you can help me is to use the link down in the description before you make your purchase with Lectric. Our channel is viewer supported, so thank you. Lectric has sold 400,000 e-bikes in 4 years. There's a reason for that. This second generation model shows they've got something right. I expect a good chunk of the next 400,000 e-bike sales will be XP Lite 2.0s, given the accessible price point. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. What's the biggest selling point for you on this e-bike? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.